First, I want to mention that the subject of legal English is very important for new lawyers. Knowing legal English gives an advantage to a lawyer on the other students. The Tecnológico de Monterrey is the only university that offers the subject of legal English during the degree of law. English is the main language in the business world, therefore, it is essential that people learn it. In the case of lawyers, it is important to speak and write in English in order to solve cases of foreign companies. Another great advantage of this language is that the lawyer may specialize as expert translator, and in Mexico, there are currently not many lawyers who do this work. Therefore, it's an advantage for all the students because it is one of the best paid jobs here in Mexico. Regarding the English class I currently carry, I find it very useful to law students. Even though our teacher is not a lawyer, we had the opportunity to learn new concepts and learn how the law operates in the United States. I personally learned a lot about contracts. I am a student of second semester and therefore I had no knowledge about the subject, but it is little hard, but putting your best effort you can learn new things that will serve for future subjects as contracts, among others. The way that our teacher teaches is very good because every day we do different activities. One day we do vocabulary activities, another day reading activities, and the time of the class passes very quickly. So I think that is good because we use the time to improve our level. During the semester, we did a lot of our ILEC activities, and sometimes it's difficult, but I think that is good because we as a lawyer can do the exam to obtain a better job in the real life. The ILEC classes are a plus that our university offers to all the law students. Well, personally, I think that the legal English course is very useful. I just think that the speaking activity should be more during the semester because I suffer when I have to present in front of a class, and I think that the ILEC exam is mainly based on the speaking skills. For that reason, I would like more activities of speaking to practice and improve my level. As for the activities of reading, they seem a bit confusing and complicated, and I feel we have very little time to solve the partial exam with such readings. I wish they were a little more easier in terms of context or they were not too long. The vocabulary activities are very useful because we as a lawyer learn two new concepts about law, and maybe we did not much about the subject, but with that terms we can investigate in internet or search for more information in books or among others. The vocabulary activities help us to improve our way to speak when we have to give a short talk about some legal subject. For me, subject of legal English 2 was more difficult than English level 1. I think that was the way to teach of the teacher because in legal English 1 we were doing one activity per day, and in legal English 2 we worked very hard every day. And our teacher always put us a clock on his computer. For me, at the beginning, was very difficult to work with the time, but then I realized that was a strategy for us to mature. During this course, even though it was hard for me, I learned many things, and I think the way to teach of the teacher is pretty good because he's preparing us to be organized, punctual, and responsible in our deliveries. We are in college, so I think that these are the main values to get a good job in a recognized law firm. Finally, there are a few things that need to be improving in the course, but in general seems pretty good, and I think all the students left the course prepared to present a good IELTS exam and pass it with a good grades. The teacher, despite his not being a lawyer, makes his best effort to explain and make it very clear all the activities. And I think if there is a commitment between the teacher and the student with the teacher, the course at the end of the semester will be very satisfactory for everybody.